I call Dr. Parmjee Palmer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a great opportunity to speak on the first reading of the Social Security Stopping Benefit Payments for Offenders who repeatedly fail to comply with community sentences on the name of Mark Mitchell. Mr. Speaker, I would like to start by congratulating Mark Mitchell for this bill. As far as I know, Mr. Speaker, Mark Mitchell was in police force before becoming a member of parliament. And this reflects a lot about what our police officers go through in their day-to-day life to keep crime down. Mr. Speaker, there are people, they keep causing trouble again and again, and then we reach a point where we start thinking about other avenues. And this is to send the message to offenders, especially repeat offenders, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's important that we enforce compliance for community-based sentences. And to the member from the New Zealand First Party, Doruk Bol, I want to clarify to him that it's the Ministry of Social Development that pays benefit, not corrections. So it is relevant to Social Services Select Committee, and this bill is to enable the Department of Corrections to instruct the Ministry of Social Development to withhold all or part of a person's benefit where that person has repeatedly failed to comply with a community-based sentence. Mr. Speaker, this national government is highly committed to keep crime down, and it's because of our commitment crime is so low. Mr. Speaker, crime is low because we are harsh on criminals. Yes, we are harsh on criminals, and we know how to use our resources efficiently. And we are also ensuring that our justice system is focused on the rights of victims. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill is to use benefit payment as a tool to improve compliance with community-based sentence. We don't want offenders to re-offend. We don't want to have more victims of crime. Mr. Speaker, this bill is to withhold benefit payment for people, those who repeatedly breach their conditions of community-based sentence. And it's really important that we ensure compliance, Mr. Speaker. And by giving this power to corrections, Mr. Speaker, corrections will be able to manage offenders at their level without sending all those cases to judges, because we don't want to burden the court system unnecessarily. Mr. Speaker, it does not seem just that we keep paying benefit to criminals on the run. But this bill is quite fair to criminals too, because they will be getting written notices, there will be enough warnings before their benefit payment is deducted, and also they will be provided help to comply with their conditions their community-based sentence. And after all that, Mr. Speaker, if they still don't comply, then only their benefit payment will be deducted. And also, benefit payment will not be deducted more than 50% of their gross benefit if they have a dependent child or dependent children. So, Mr. Speaker, overall, this bill is quite fair on both sides. And this bill also provides for Department of Corrections to inform Ministry of Social Development if they start complying, so it can be reinstated. It's not a permanent deduction that is going to happen to these people. So the payment will be reinstated if they start complying with their conditions. And Mr. Speaker, I fully support using welfare payment as a tool to improve compliance and also to encourage people to comply with the community-based sentence. And benefit system is to help people, those who are in real need. And people, those who are on benefit, they have obligations towards the system. They have some conditions they have to meet to keep getting those payments. And similarly, this condition should be introduced for people, those who are community-based sentence, that they have to comply with their conditions. And if they don't comply with their conditions, their benefit payment will be deducted. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a very effective tool. And this is also about sending a message to people that people have responsibility towards the system. People have to respect the system, and they have responsibility towards the society too. And I'm looking forward to working on this bill in the Select Committee process. I support this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I call David Clend.